Welcome to this Yin Yoga practice for the solar plexus. We're going to begin our practice in a wide-legged butterfly pose. So bringing the soles of the feet together and making a diamond shape with the legs. You can use a bolster here if you like to support the body. So have one close by. So to begin, we're just going to lengthen the spine, take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, begin to fold forward from the waist, keeping the chest lifted, finding your edge where you can not go any further without compromising the spine. And from here, you're going to let the torso hang. So slowly, first the mid back, then the upper back, head, neck, and shoulders. Just completely letting the weight of the body hang. And if you prefer not to have the body hanging, or it seems a little bit too intense for you, then use a bolster or pillows just resting between the legs, and just allow the chest and the forehead to rest down on the pillows. Arms are relaxed just alongside the feet. Can bring the palms to face up. And just begin to deepen the breath. Unwinding your mind from the busyness of your day. And bringing yourself into this present moment, into this space. Slowly scanning the body. You can begin by scanning from the base of the spine and just sending the breath first into the low back. Feel that expansive breath, creating space in the low back. And then exhales, releasing any tension that you're holding there. And moving up to the mid back. Again, sending the breath into this space. And then moving up into the shoulders. Notice if you're still tensing anywhere in the shoulders or the upper back. See if you can soften a little bit more with each breath. Release the neck. Unclench your teeth, relaxing the weight of the head. Finding stillness here. Just observing all the sensations that you're feeling. See if you can
Expand the breath by inhaling for the count of 4 or 5 and exhaling for the count of 4 or 5. Taking one last deep inhale here. Exhale through the mouth. And on the inhale, very slowly and mindfully, bringing yourself back up to a neutral spine. You can bring your hands on either side of the knees and just help your knees come back together, lengthening the legs out in front of you. Just pausing here for a moment. Here, we're going to come into a straddle pose, dragonfly. If you find that you have a deep curve in the low back, then you'll want to use a book or a foam block to sit on to help elevate the pelvis. Make sure you have some softness under the heels too to help you maintain this nice pose. So from here, we're going to start with side bending. So taking the left hand, we're going to guide the left hand down the leg. And as we're doing this, we're going to imagine that we have a wall behind our back. So we don't want to collapse the right shoulder down. So we want to keep the chest lifted, like our back is flat against a wall. And we're going to reach the left arm down the leg. We'll start to feel a stretch along the right side body. And then bringing the right arm up and over, just supporting the neck. And you can look towards the ceiling. Just pausing, breathing here for a few moments. Good, and then coming back center, releasing the right arm and moving to the left side. So squaring the shoulders to the front of the room. Begin to walk the right arm down the leg. Bringing the left arm up. Bringing the left hand onto the neck. And looking towards the ceiling. Center. Now, if you have a yoga block or some books or cushions, you can place it stacked beside the left leg, depending on how deep
your stretches will determine the height for this one. So you can also have it on the inside of the leg if you have a lot of flexibility in your straddle. I'm going to use it on the outside for today. So you might have to adjust it. So again, squaring the chest to the front of the room, walking the arm down, and then resting the elbow onto the block. Right arm comes up. And you can choose here whether you'd like to keep the arm pointing straight up. You can again bring the arm behind the head, resting on the neck, or you can extend a little bit further, or you can play with the arm throughout the hold. So finding the place where you're ready to hold, and then settle in. Reorientate yourself to the breath. Notice if you're collapsing the right shoulder. If so, then you might need to come out of the bend a little bit. Once you get yourself comfortable, you can close the eyes and just tune into the sensations that you're feeling in the body. Again, using the visualization and the movement of the breath to help you open and stay present in the practice. If your neck starts to get sore looking up, then without compromising the shoulders, just turn the head to the left, just give it a break. And inhale deeply through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And very slowly planting the palm of the left hand onto the left leg, just slowly start to walk yourself back to neutral, no rushing. Coming to a straight spine. Just pausing here. And then setting yourself up for the other side. Okay, and walking the right arm down the leg, squaring the shoulders, adjusting your prop, bringing the arm up towards the ceiling. Finding whatever variation you did on the other side. Try and keep things equal when doing work on both sides. breath into the side body. Deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And on the inhale, using the right hand on the right leg to guide you back to center. Just pausing here. From here, we're going to walk ourselves forward. So, grabbing onto any props that you might want to rest the upper body on, just pillows or a bolster. You can have it any way you like. So, begin by lengthening the spine, walking the hands forward, bending from the waist. And once you reach your edge, then relaxing the torso, neck, shoulders, and head down. Just like in butterfly pose, we're allowing the torso to do the stretch for us. Have a gentle flex in the feet to protect the knees. And if you find it difficult to have the legs completely straight, you can also put a blanket or pillows underneath the knees just to support you there. Again, there's no rules. Using whatever you need to support the body. Deep belly breaths. Scan the torso. Where are you still clenching, holding? Where can you soften a little bit more? you like to come a little bit deeper or change anything for the last little bit here. So it's a good time to make any adjustments. Taking one last deep inhale here through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And on an inhale, slowly walking yourself back up. And you can just wiggle the ankles, rotate them. And then you can use the help of your hands to guide your legs together. Staying present with the body and the breath in between these poses. Keep your awareness in the body, and just if you notice thoughts or things on your to-do list coming through your mind, then as always just redirect them. Redirect yourself back to the body, the breath, and just allow those thoughts to leave your mind for now. So staying here with our legs stretched out in caterpillar pose. Again, if you find you have a scoop in the back, then use a book or foam block like this one to elevate the pelvis. It will help you to be able to straighten the spine without feeling a lot of strain in the muscles in the back. So we're going to begin by bending the right knee in towards bringing the heel towards the groin. And we're just going to start by hugging this knee in towards the body. So just give it a nice squeeze. And then from here, we're going to lift the left arm up towards the ceiling and wrap it around the right leg, bringing the right hand behind the body. And then slowly start to twist your shoulders, your chest towards the side of the room, and look behind you. Deep belly breaths through the nose. Good, and then releasing the twist, coming back center. We're going to bring the sole of the right foot into the inner thigh of the left. Square the hips to the front of the room, square the shoulders to the front of the room. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, bend from the waist, reaching your body, your torso down over top of the left leg. Now again here, you can use any of your props you like. You can have a bolster right in front of the right foot and parallel to the left. And you can be reaching over the bolster instead and resting the torso over the bolster. Or you can simply have a foam block to support your forearms as you come down. Again, just using whichever props you have available to you. Letting the weight of the torso do the stretch. Soften the spine. 1 inch at a time. Soften all the way up. Coming to the last minute here, if you'd like to make any adjustments to your props, maybe deepen the pose, now's the time. Keeping that gentle flex in the foot just to help keep the leg center. So it's not, the leg has a tendency to want to externally rotate. I'm going to keep it center. And last deep inhale here. Exhale through the mouth. On an inhale, slowly making your way back up. And from here, we're going to bring the right foot flat again, drawing that right knee in towards the chest. Now take the right foot and cross it over the left, doing your best to place the left foot flat. Let's see if I can.
flat on the floor. Now, two options. You can stay here. We're going to twist towards the right. So you can stay here with the legs straight, or you can kind of lean out to the side and bend the left leg. You might notice your pelvis wants to pop up a bit, and your right foot might want to pop off the ground as well. Just do your best to draw the right knee into the chest. This time, bring the right hand behind the body, lift the left arm up towards the sky, and then bring the left elbow onto the right knee. And then just bring the arm down, twisting towards the right. If you find this one too deep, then you probably want to keep the left leg straight. Again, nice lifted quality to the chest. If it feels too deep to have the elbow on the right knee, then you can also just hug the leg into the body for this twist. Gazing towards the right shoulder, the right hand, or the wall behind you. Deep belly breaths. And last deep breath here. Inhale through the nose, sorry. And exhale through the mouth. Slowly coming out of the twist. Pay attention to make sure that the spine is straight before you release the legs. Just releasing the legs out in front. And we'll move on to the opposite side. So pressing the left sole of the left foot in towards the groin, hugging the left knee into the chest. And then bringing the left hand behind the body, reach the right arm up and give that left knee a hug, twisting towards the left, looking towards the wall behind you.
Last breath here. And coming back center. Bringing the sole of the left foot to the inner thigh of the right. Whatever props you used on the other side, please replicate that on this side. Squaring the hips and the chest to the front of the room. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, fold, bending from the waist. Once you reach your edge, begin to relax the weight of the upper body down towards the left leg or the bolster if you're using a bolster. And we're going to have that gentle flex in the right foot. Coming back to the breath. Just adjusting yourself if you feel called to do so for the last minute here. And inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And the inhale, slowly coming back up to center. And then guiding that left knee back in towards the chest. And then bringing the left foot across the right thigh, either staying here for the twist or bending the right leg. Bringing the left hand behind the body. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale, bringing the right elbow onto the left knee and twisting to the left or If this feels too intense on this side with the elbow on the left knee, then just wrapping your arm around the leg. Notice if your breath changes when you twist. Some people find their breath automatically becomes more shallow because of the compression in the belly. So you really have to focus your attention on the breath. And last deep breath here. Exhale through the mouth. And slowly bring the torso back to center. And then begin to unwind the legs, bringing them straight out in front. From here, moving into a pose called deer pose. So we're going to start with the right foot. We're going to bring the right heel in towards the groin. And then we're going to bend the left, bring your right hand onto the floor beside you on the right. Bend the left knee behind you. And then grab onto the left heel and just kind of bring the left knee so that it's pointing towards the side wall. The stretch you're going to feel is going to be in the left hip. This might be too intense for you to sit just like this, or you might find your hip is really popping up, your left hip. So use a block or a cushion to elevate. And then just bring the hands on the knees. And breathe long and deep for the count of 5 on the inhale and 5 on the exhale. Close the eyes. And soften the upper body.
Just notice where you're clenching. See if you can soften a little bit more. All your attention is on the movement of the breath through the body as you're counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And to come out, bring the right hand to the floor. Just leaning the body over to the right. Use the left hand to guide the left knee in towards the body first. And then you can give it a stretch out. Just give them a moment to shake. And then from here, we're moving into a pose called shoelace. So coming onto the hands and knees, just for a moment, you're going to take the right leg and cross it over the left. And then you're going to fan the legs out as much as you can in this position. And then having your foam block or books close by, you're going to sit back. You might not need a book. It's normal for the right hip to pop up a little bit, but if you're really falling over towards the left, then it's best to just sit on a block to support the body. Now you might be feeling enough intensity just as you are right now. If you're not, then the full expression of this pose is to move the feet away from the hips. So you're kind of making this knot. It looks supposed to look like a knotted shoelace in front of the body. So you can stay just with a tall neutral spine for now. Close the eyes. Just breathing deep into the right hip, left hip, wherever you're feeling it most.
coming to the halfway point. If you'd like to deepen the pose, you can just begin to place the hands in front of the body, walking the hands forward. This might be enough. If you like and you can handle a little bit more intensity, then you just simply rest the torso over the right leg. Deepen the breath through the times of intensity. If it's hard to be still, just deepen the breath. Let it help you to stay, to be present. Last deep breath here, through the nose. Let it all out through the mouth. On the inhale, if you've come forward at all, come back to center first. And then gently you can lean back and slowly use your hands to help you unravel the legs, bringing the legs straight out in front. And moving into deer pose with the opposite legs. So this time bending the left heel in towards the groin. And then bringing the left hand onto the floor beside you. Bending the right leg and just using the right hand to guide the left knee back. Again, you might find on this side you need a bit more support for the hip. This one feels a bit tighter for me. So, just making yourself comfortable, supporting yourself however you need to, and then just bringing the hands on the knees. Coming back to the counting breath. Inhaling for the count of 5, exhaling for the count of 5. And begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. And slowly bringing your left hand alongside the body. Just help guide the right knee in towards the chest, and then lengthen the legs out. Give them a bit of a shake. And then coming onto hands and knees, preparing for shoelace on the opposite side. This time crossing the left knee over the right, and then fanning the legs out as far as you can, having your foam block ready to sit on. Just settling yourself here, sending the breath into the left hip. We're at our halfway point. If you'd like to deepen the pose, you can begin to walk the hands and come to fold over the left knee.
And last deep breath here, in through the nose. Exhale, let it all out. Inhale, slowly bringing yourself back up to center. And just leaning back. And begin to unwind the legs. And from here, moving on to your belly. We're coming into Cobra Pose. So some of the variations are to come up onto the elbows, just staying here, lifting the chest, looking up. You can come into seal pose by pressing into the palms. The palms are further away from the body. Or you can bring the palms underneath the shoulders and pressing up. Only doing this pose as long as the pelvis remains on the floor. So finding the variation that works best for you. And beginning to soften here. There's also the option to use a block to rest the head if you're finding that your head is giving you a bit of trouble. Keeping the chest up. You can just rest the head down. It's a bit more gentle. You won't get as much of a stretch in the upper body, but since we've been doing a lot of holds and poses with the neck, it might be a nice option for somebody tonight. Deep breaths, pressing the belly in towards the floor. Last minute here. If you'd like to make any adjustments. Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Slowly lowering yourself down. And from here, coming immediately into a nice counter pose, which is child's pose. So coming onto the knees. The options are to keep the knees together with the toes touching, or you can keep the toes touching but having the knees nice and wide. So just choosing whichever one you like. And then reaching the arms forward, eventually collapsing the head, neck, and shoulders down. Again, you can choose to use some blocks to rest the forehead on, or you can use a bolster for this one as well for a more restorative, bringing the bolster in between the knees and relaxing the torso over the bolster. So just honoring your body wherever it's at tonight. This is our last pose before Shavasana. Sending the breaths into the low back. Last deep breath here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And you can slowly make your way into Shavasana, lying on the back, grabbing yourself a pillow or a blanket. Allowing lots of space between the ankles. Allowing space so the armpits can breathe. Allowing the legs to just naturally externally rotate out. Scanning the body, softening the feet, ankles, lower legs and thighs. Relaxing the pelvis, the belly, low back, upper back, chest. Relaxing the shoulders. Relaxing the neck, upper arms, wrists, hands. Relax the face, unclench the teeth, and just allow yourself to soften and rest deeply so that you can integrate the practice. And begin to bring your awareness back to the physical body. Deepening the breath. Wiggle the fingers and the toes. Invite some bigger movements. And point the toes and reach the arms up above the head, stretching the body. And then drawing the knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. And just rocking gently side to side. And then turning over to the right side. And slowly making your way back up to sit. Just bring your hands into prayer mudra. Take a moment to show gratitude to yourself for showing up, for taking the time when I know we're all really busy. There's all kinds of things that are distracting us, wanting our attention. But giving to ourselves will always come back to us like tenfold, right? When our cup is full, we can give back to others. We can do our work better. We can show up for others better. So thank you so much for joining me for this practice. It's always an honor and a blessing. Sat Nam. Namaste.